at the end. What I am doing is I'm creating a video that hopefully we can use, and I'm talking to people in the first part tonight. I'm going to be preaching to the choir. So I'm going to be talking to people that understand exactly where I'm coming from. Tell me right now, guys, if you see a thank you page on the screen. That would help me. I just want to make sure everything's kosher right now. Yes, thank you, guys. Okay, so the first part of this, I'm going to be preaching to the choir. I'm going to be talking to people that understand exactly what I'm saying. But we all know the majority of the profession has not heard what I'm going to cover in the first part. In the second part, I'm going to share with you a new platform for the first time ever in the history of network marketing that myself, the team at the Network Marketing Magazine, George Madu and crew, and two other companies have been working on to introduce something that I am beyond excited about regarding what I believe it will do and the answers it's going to provide to the network marketing industry as a whole. So again, I appreciate you being with me. Let me get into this. And again, I'll be back and talk to you guys directly when we're finished. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'd like to welcome you to the presentation on behalf of the Network Marketing Magazine. My name's Dale Calvert. I'm glad to be with you guys. If you are even remotely interested in building a solid, stable income with a network marketing business model, the next few minutes could literally be the most important that you ever spend. Many of you are probably familiar with the Network Marketing Magazine. It's been around over a dozen years. It's supported over 185,000 subscribers around the world. But tonight, we're going to share with you the Network Marketing Magazine for those of you that aren't aware of it. But the main purpose of tonight is to really share with you a brand new platform that has never been seen anything like this in the history of network marketing. And for me, I really believe it's going to provide a lot of questions and a lot of answers for a lot of people and make a huge impact on the history of this profession. Now, the first thing I hope you're asking, you should be, is who is this guy? Why should I be listening to him? I think one of the reasons that the profession is in the state that it's in, which is precipitation, is because we listen to far too many people that we probably as a profession should not have been listening to. I got started in the industry in 1980. My first 3 years, like most people, I was beyond frustrated. I wanted to quit every day. This is a little house that I was living in, a little 600 square foot house, driving a beat up Chevette. But I was very fortunate because I got involved at a time when Sony came out with a new invention called the Walkman. And it allowed me on the job that I had to listen to audio cassettes 8 hours a day, every single day. And in my first couple of years, I listened to over 7,500 hours of audio. To put that in perspective, if a person were able to listen to 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, it would take them 14 years to do what I was blessed to be able to do. And it made a huge impact. I didn't realize it until years later, but my first 5 years, it took 5 years to develop an income where I was able to leave my job. I wanted to make $1,000 more a month than I was making full-time on my job, and I was able to leave my job at IBM in Lexington, Kentucky. It took me 9 years to create a $92,000 a year income, but my 10th year jumped to $252,000. My 11th year jumped to $1.1 million. And I just want to say this is real important. I believe that's the way it should always work. I believe once you get to full-time income, 252, then it should go to 1.1 million, because you should have a whole group of people right behind you that are learning, growing, developing, and coming down the road. My 13th year went to 3.3 million. My 14th year, 3.8 million. And at age 39, I retired from building teams and retired from the network marketing profession. And really, my phone started ringing. A lot of people wanted me to come and do Super Saturdays and speak at different events. I got multiple training and corporate consulting client contracts with many different companies. And it's just been an unbelievable journey. We've traveled all over the world. We've spoken to over 1 million total audiences. And the network marketing industry absolutely changed my life. And because of that, I know it can do the same for anybody. This is why I do what I do. I got this note in the last week or so. I get these quite often, and I just love it. This is why I do what I do. And I know that every member of your team, as you as well, can be saying this. I believe in people. I believe that average people with an above average desire and the willingness to learn can make huge impacts on their life and on this profession. But this was from a gentleman named Dan Parks. I've never met Dan. He said, "Hello, everyone. My name is Dan. This is from one of our Facebook groups. I'm so thankful I found Dale and to hear his truths. I had no idea I was blinded by foo-foo dust. I've listened to well more than 30 podcasts, 10 webinars, and now I sit on team calls, and it makes me happy but frustrated that my uplines just fill everyone with the wrong mindsets and false ideas. I cannot tell you how much money I've wasted on experts to find out the truth. I'm now not mad, but now understand Dale in a short period. I understand Dale in a short period of time. My passion has been ignited again. That's what we're looking for, guys. That's what this profession needs. My passion has been ignited again, and my focus to learn and implement the right systems is starting to burn. Thank you, Dale Calvert, and please continue to teach and share. I'm so grateful to be part of this group and learn from everyone. Guys, that's why I do what I do. Now, today is pretty common knowledge and an expected fact that the network marketing business model has helped families around the world live more comfortable, meaningful lives all over the globe. People have created career income, and many have become millionaires. It's common knowledge. It's not even debatable. So my question would be, why not you? Why not you? I mean, really, why not you? I remember the exact day that I decided that I was going to become a millionaire within network marketing, and it wasn't for the money. Jim Rohn said everyone should strive to become a millionaire, not for the money, but for the person you will become in the process. You know, this is not a hobby. We've dumbed this profession down. We don't want people to dream. We want them to just think about getting free so theirs can be free. This is a business. Hobbies are supposed to cost you money. And the real question, is, what is it really going to take for you, not everybody else that's on with us tonight, but for you to take your business to the next level? How are you going to help those on your team achieve their hopes and dreams with the network business model? And why do so many teams seem to struggle? And reality, guys, most people and most businesses struggle. And in network marketing, yes, they do struggle more than a lot of other businesses. But why? What is the reason? Why does that have to be that way? And does it have to be that way? I don't think it does. I sincerely don't think it does. When you really stop and think about it, the answer is pretty obvious. The answer is obvious. The answer, when you really think about it, is education. See, every one of you with us tonight, you have people from all over the world, and all of you have different skill sets that I don't have. There's people on here probably tonight that could learn how to that drive 18-wheelers. Okay, that would scare me to death. But if I really wanted to learn how to drive an 18-wheeler, I could do it. There's people on here tonight that know how to knit and crochet and do all types of things that I don't have a clue how to do. But as long as it doesn't take God-given talent and ability, to have a chance, as long as it doesn't take that, as long as people can just use what they have and move forward and learn, then I know I can, and I believe everybody can. And that includes network marketing. You don't have to have Michael Jordan skills to become successful in network marketing, but you do have to have certain skill sets, and you do have to have certain mindsets, and there ain't no foo-foo dust. And more specifically than education is self-education. Jim Rohn told us, formal education, go to school, get a job, go to work for a good company. Formal education makes you a living. But if you become self-educated, you can create a fortune. And, Jim Rohn's an icon. But guys, you have to all remember, he started out as a 25-year-old broke young man working in Sears, selling appliances. And someone named Earl Shoaff walked into Sears in a few words and presented an opportunity, and it changed his life. He could have retired at Sears. So the difference between people that we respect, and a lot of times we think that there's some foo-foo dust, but it's not. It's just self-education. Formal education makes you a living. If you become self-educated, you can create a fortune. And the beautiful part about this business model is when you apply that education, you can apply it to an opportunity that has unlimited upside potential. We've diluted the opportunity in network marketing to a point where distributors are thrilled if they can get 3, so theirs can be free. It's crazy to me. I don't understand it. And again, back in 2000, I wrote this article. It was in the publication that went to all network marketing owners. And, I said, we're in a situation in this profession where we can inspire greatness or cater to mediocrity. That's the choice. And in this article, again, this was written years ago, a long time ago. I said, I believe that this industry has to return to our roots of personal development, personal growth. We must create a culture that inspires our people to learn, grow, develop, and become all they can become. So I would ask you guys tonight, who have you been getting your education from? Who have you been getting your education from? Used mind does nothing. And I understand there's a lot of people in the marketplace trying to teach all types of different hacks and tricks and, are claiming, if you do this and you're going to have everybody calling you every day, screaming their credit card in the phone, demanding to join you at the highest product package that you have available. I never produced a training program ever, never tried to teach anybody anything until I had already made millions of dollars in the profession and had already helped over 200 personal people on my team create 5, 6, and 7-figure incomes. Before I said a word to anybody, before anybody outside of our organization knew who Dale Calvert was. And that was the first program we ever produced called Confessions of a Network Marketing Millionaire. So please don't try to put me in a category of everybody else. I understand if you do, but it's not in your best interest to do that because I'm coming from a different place here. The network marketing business model was born out of the personal development industry that taught wisdom of the ages, success principles, and concepts that work for everyone and put them into action. Today, we are bombarded with self-proclaimed network marketing, quote unquote, trainers teaching what they want to teach you so they can sell you what they want to sell you. I call it foo-foo dust. If you've been around the profession any time at all, you've witnessed this rapid progression that has now become, unfortunately, common business practice. I saw the shift happen in what I call the paradigm shift of 97, where we get away from our core fundamentals that create massive growth. And when any movement does that, there's always unintended consequences. There's people that said, oh, wow, this profession is huge. Let me tap into it. And the amount of misinformation that's been propagated throughout this profession and threw us off track as an industry is undeniable. So we've all heard this. We're going to teach you how to become the hunted instead of the hunter. We're going to show you how to create a name in the profession, how to brand yourself as something you're not, basically is what has been taught. We've seen people talk about you got to spend major money on Google ad campaigns. You must buy opportunity mailing lists and then mail them hundreds of cassette tapes every single month. Many of you saw that back in the day. You got to buy leads, and then you dial for dollars, call 20 people every single night. I mean, who in their right mind wants to do that? You must use genealogy leads because you're going to talk to people that have experience. We've all seen this propaganda that's been propagated throughout the profession. You got to follow this magic cold calling script and call professionals, call doctors and lawyers and chiropractors so you can get professionals in your business. You must have your own blog to position yourself as an expert. You want to position yourself as an expert, then do it and then talk about it. Do it and then talk about it. You don't have to do Facebook Live. You got to do Facebook Live videos every day. And then forget Facebook. Your real prospects are on LinkedIn. That's where the business-minded people are. And on and on and on. Telling distributors what they want to tell them so they can sell unexpecting newbies what they want to sell them. The number of great people that have entered this profession and left in the last 10, 15 years is something that the industry cannot handle. We have to retain good people. And many companies now feel like, well, if I can just keep them excited on auto-ship one more month, then I've accomplished something. Guys, that's the state of the industry. And you all have seen it. If you've been around, nobody's willing to talk about it, but I am. And, somebody shared Bernita Tate's quote with me about a year and a half ago. And guys, it's become my personal call to this profession. I cannot wait to meet this lady someday, but man, I love this quote. Don't resell the lies that you bought. Obliterate them so no one else gets a hold of them and unlearn them. Obliviate them and unlearn them and re-educate yourself and then teach what is true. Guys, that is the path for this profession at this point in time in history. Obliterate them and re-educate yourself on true wisdom of the ages, principles, concepts, ideas, the core fundamentals that will build your team. This is fascinating to me. This is from Lynn Clements. Today, everybody seems into retreading existing distributors over and over, dreaming about landing the big heavy hitter. The industry has become sluggish, lazy, and one filled with a lot of spoiled opportunists looking for something for as close to nothing as possible. And this is something I've never really hit on, but in the opportunities available to them, some owners have exploited and perpetuated this to no end. Where there once was an industry made up of merit-based opportunities that rewarded those who worked hard, retailed, and actually trained and supported their downlines, there's now an industry full of fluff programs with token products that will basically sell you the farm for a small monthly purchase. And that's from an article called The Land of 10,000 Unrecruited Heavy Hitters. I know many of you have probably read that. But here's what I want you to think about, guys. Does that sound like where we are today? I think it sounds exactly where we are today. But he wrote this article almost 20 years ago when Lynn and John Milton Fogg and a lot of people, Mark Yarnell, bless his soul, and many others were trying to say, guys, we're on a path to destruction. We got to get back to the core fundamentals that built this, build people, build the business. This was written 20 years ago. Compensation plans don't make you successful. They don't make anyone successful. There ain't no food for dust. There's just proven wisdom of the ages success principles that work for anybody that puts them into action. I was so fortunate. I am so glad that I wasn't thrown into this profession at this day and time or any time really in the last 10, 15 years. I was able, because of the audio Sony Walkman, I was able to learn from the cream of the crop. what if today we could learn from the cream of the crop, from the most documented personal development thought leaders and network marketing legends of our time, and avoid all the foo-foo dust? If you could get away from that, would you do that? Would you? And you can type, because I'll go back and look in the comments, but I'm asking you, type it in. If you could get away from all the foo-foo dust and focus on documented thought leaders, would you do that? Including people like Jim Rohn, Jackie Ulmer, Zig Ziglar, Dr. Shad Helmstetter, Dennis Waitley, Jan Rue, Big Al, Les Brown, Julie Ziegler and Tom Ziegler, Zig's kids, Doris Wood, Tim Sales, and many more. See, the ability to eliminate theory and foo-foo dust methods that may work for 3% of the population to help them develop a following, but will never develop duplicating teams. To not have to worry about that stuff and to get away from it and disassociate with it is what has to happen, in my opinion, in this profession. The opportunity to learn wisdom of the ages principles and proven business building methods that work for everyone who internalize them and put them into action. How much would daily access to this kind of support, direction, and training from legends be worth? What if you didn't have to try to figure out who you should be listening to? We do this every so often at MOM Help. We just go in and we see how many self-proclaimed network marketing gurus, ninjas, masters, rock stars, consultant trainers are on YouTube. Last time we did this, there was 42,000 people calling themselves rock stars, consultants, trainers, and so on and so forth. No wonder we're frustrated and confused. It's a profession. Network marketing should be at the top of the entrepreneurial revolution that's happening around the world. Where can you go and invest 3 to 5 years and enjoy invest 3 to 5 to enjoy 40? Where can you get time and money? Nowhere in the world except with this business model. And the sad but true fact is most network marketers are frustrated, confused simply because they're receiving way too much conflicting information from the wrong people inside and outside of their companies. People teaching social media hacks and tricks instead of mindsets and skill set development. Despite what some self-proclaimed gurus tell you, this is not slamming prospects. Closing prospects is not what network marketing is about. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to achieve your full potential in this profession, you got to understand you are building a volunteer army. So I ask you again, what would the ability to access support, direction, training, motivation from documented legends be worth? Is it more valuable than watching countless videos from those who've never done what they're trying to teach you to do so they can sell you the latest, greatest Empower Network or whatever worthless blogging platform or affiliate program is out there today? And some of you remember Empower Network. Many of you, I'm sure, watching this were involved in Empower Network. It was everywhere for 2 years. Now they're gone. Could this kind of instant access be the difference maker for you and your team? Instant access. Marketing channels and methods are going to go, but wisdom of the ages principles, leadership development and personal development, team building laws never change. They'll be the same 50 years from now as they are today. They were the same 50 years ago. Napoleon Hill code us in Think and Grow Rich. What the mind can conceive and believe, it can't achieve. The problem with most people, they get involved in network marketing and they don't believe. They don't have the right self-belief, and nobody's trying to tell them to have self-belief. They just want them to make sure that they post every day on social media. These principles are what build people, impacts lives, and create true value, and it's never going to change. When I was working with George back in the summer, what you're getting ready to see in a little bit, there's been hundreds of hours put into by multiple people. And back in the summer when I was first talking with George, of the Network Marketing Magazine about this. He said, Dale, it's time to take back the industry. And I'll never forget that conversation. I'll never forget those words. Some of you may have heard me say that in the last 6 months since I first heard it from George. And it's true. It's true. The network marketing business is no longer a business. It's a place where entrepreneurs get to have business cards printed and hang out with people that make them feel cool and never challenge their mediocrity or untapped potential as long as they stay on authorship. That's what it's become. It's a social club. If you build people, people will build the business. How would it feel to get support and direction from documented legends who support and train the top business leaders around the world, whose only purpose is to share their experience and wisdom? What if you could get started in the next 5 minutes? Do you need help with lead generation? It's here. Do you need help with time management? It's here. Do you need a proven word-for-word scripts? They're here. Do you need help developing new mindsets and a stronger self-confidence? We can do that. Do you need a game plan to get your business launched or relaunched? It's here. What is the one area that would move you and your team forward right now? Whatever it is, it's here. Whatever you need, you'll find in the searchable archives of the Network Marketing Magazine of over 3,000 articles and videos from industry legends and contributors to the Network Marketing Magazine over the past 13 years. Does it make sense to give yourself an advantage of being able to access this kind of information? Are you ready to access this abundance of knowledge, wisdom, and proven success systems from the greatest thought leaders of our time and have it at your fingertips the rest of your network marketing career? And if you're ready, just type in. I'm going to go back and look at the comments. Type in, Dale, it makes sense. I'm ready. Type that in. I'm ready. If this makes sense. Because if this doesn't make sense, nothing else that I say is going to make sense. If this doesn't make sense for you, that you've got to learn from documented people. Documented. You can become a member of the Network Marketing Magazine, have immediate access, and this should say 3,000 articles, videos from documented legends. It's $27 a month, plus a new online issue is published every single month. George has never missed a publication with information on the newest legit cutting-edge tools and methods. Every single month, I write and do videos for every issue every month, a lot of other people. And again, I'm just shocked at the people that never really knew that the Network Marketing Magazine was available now online and has been for years. So it gets my highest recommendation. Now, some of you may be thinking, well, Dale, I'm a newbie. I'm just starting. Dale, I got to start all over. Dale, I don't have a company right now. Blah, 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 blah. And I respect that and I appreciate that. But when that changes, when you're ready to really get educated, learn how to drive the 18-wheeler or whatever, you're going to have to come down to a choice on where you're going to get your education from. And most people just simply do what everybody else is doing because it's become popular and in vogue the last 10, 15 years, even though it's proven to work for 3% of the population or less. So we're going to talk about the rest of tonight, the 27% Success Platform. You've never heard about it. It's a platform. Before we do, I just want to take a minute. And a lot of you many of you watching this may not have ever heard the concept of 27%. But the 27% is the majority. And I want to take a minute and just expand on that for a second. The 27% is the majority of people in network marketing. And I'll tell you how all this came about. Many, many years ago, there was a company that said we're coming out with a new magazine called the Network Marketing Lifestyles Magazine. And I was fired up about it. I was excited. I think I became a lifetime member before the first issue came out. And a lot of other people. It was on the newsstand. and people were just fired up and couldn't wait for this first issue to come out. And I remember the day I got it in the mail, and there was a lot of good information, but as you see on the cover was Stephen Covey, and I love Stephen Covey, especially the book The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Stephen Covey is a corporate trainer. Okay, he's never been involved in network marketing, never built a team. Corporate trainer, and I could not wait to get to his article. And honestly, when I was finished, I was beyond disgusted. And that's nothing against him, but it's you've got somebody, so much of what he shared was applicable to corporate America, but was not applicable when it comes to owning your own business and developing a team of entrepreneurs. Developing a team within corporate America is different than developing a team within the entrepreneur space. And I was just frustrated with the article I read, and I went to my office that night because that's where this will tell you how long ago we're talking about, but that's where my correcting selectric typewriter was. And I wrote this booklet in one night called Why the Masses of Network Marketers Are Frustrated, Confused, and Don't Have a Clue What They're Doing. And in that, I basically talked about there's 3 types of people in network marketing. And if you look at the top of any company today, here's what you're going to see. You're going to see the Mr. and Miss Lovable. They hug everybody. Everybody loves them. We love being around them. You have the Elvises, those that just like to get on stage and perform. And a lot of them have a lot of comedy talent. Then you have the people that are all about the money, all about the money, all about the money. And then you have the Mr. and Mrs. credibility in their community. They got involved in network marketing. A lot of people joined simply because of their credibility. They own the little restaurant in town. And I've talked to so many of these people over the years. Then you have your Mr. and Mrs. personal development. When people really get into personal development and they're looking for a vehicle to use what they're learning, network marketing is a logical choice. And then today you have Mr. and Mrs. social media or Mr. and Mrs. technology. And those are the 6 personalities, the 6 leadership styles at the top of every network marketing company. But is the secret to network marketing success different than regular success? And I believe it is, because many business models do not require real duplication and team building. You simply hire and fire people. And it's different in that environment. I've hired and fired people, and I've also built teams. Network marketing requires what I call the leadership development paradigm shift. The reality is, in every network marketing company, the 3% are the ones on stage. The 27% are the ones in the audience. And the 70% are the ones at home. Most 70%ers never even join network marketing because they're afraid to attempt. So that's the reality of the world that we live in, 3, 27, and 70. And when you have people that have natural God-given talent, skills, and abilities in one of these 6 areas, trying to teach these people, it's incongruent. So people, what they end up doing is they teach to the level, they start having some type of success. And they neglect the path, the challenges, and the disappointments that got them to that point on their journey. And if you step back and look at it, it's just beyond obvious. So with the 27% success platform, if you're just getting started, a newbie, don't even have a company yet, your timing is perfect. This is new, and it's separate. It's separate, a separate platform from the 13 years of archived articles and videos. It's a step-by-step generic platform. I'm going to talk about platform a lot. Those of you that have been sleeping are checking your email. It's time to wake up. This is real important. I'm going to do my very best to communicate what I see and what I feel with this, because I know it's industry altering for this time and place in the history of this profession. It's a platform that will help you and everyone on your team And it gives you the opportunities to sequentially develop the skill sets and mindsets that are required to feel and expand your personal upside potential. A lot of you have heard me talk about, if you've heard me talk ever, you heard me talk about sequential. You can't teach algebra to someone who has not learned basic addition yet. And what happens a lot of times, again, people teach at the level they start having success and they neglect the path that got them to that point. You cannot neglect your path and the process. It's sequential, guys. Sequential. It really is. It's sequential. Now, this is one of the most important things I'm going to share with you tonight, and it's hard to communicate. But the content delivery platform itself maximizes personal growth, regardless of the content. Now, let me say that again. The delivery platform itself maximizes personal growth, regardless of what the content is. And I can tell you that the content is sequential and refined. And as I said earlier, hundreds of hours have put into what we're sharing with you tonight. And there'll be hundreds of hours more put into this by a lot of people. But the idea, the thought is understanding that the platform itself maximizes personal growth. And that's why companies like Bloomingdale's, NASA, Toyota, and many other huge corporations are using this platform, the platform, to train the people within their companies, the next level managers within their corporations. And guys, I cannot stress this strongly enough. I wish I could, because but when I first saw this, I thought, okay, what this is another something or whatever. I'll never forget. I was coming home from Kentucky, coming back to Georgia, and George had invited 18 people on this call. And I was one of them, fortunate enough. Dr. Dennis Waitley, Chad Helmstetter, a lot of names that you guys would know were on this call. And this gentleman was sharing this platform. And I'm in the car trying to watch it on my phone. Don's driving. And it was instantaneous. Immediately, I got why it was working at the level that it was working, and why so many huge companies were using this type of training platform for their organizations. It's a new training platform that can only be accessed by subscribers of the Network Marketing Magazine. You have to be a subscriber before you can even get access. George and the Network Marketing Magazine have exclusive rights to this within the network marketing business model. Nobody else can copy this, and they couldn't copy the content even if they wanted to. It's a very unique training platform that's never been available. The platform is developed by people with a lot of initials behind their names. Okay, these people are genius. They're smart people. I've been on multiple conference calls with the organization in Tennessee, the organization Blaze in Tennessee, Enjoy in California, George and his team. They got a lot of initials behind their name, guys. And it's the latest personal development, and it's based upon the latest personal development engagement trends, including gamification, social engagement, and a lot more. I really sincerely believe that a new era in leadership development is starting within this profession tonight. I sincerely do. Daily engagement will take your team to levels of success that's hard to imagine. Daily engagement. That's one of the secrets. And any of you that built teams in the last 10, 15, 20 years, a lot of people will join you, and then they join the Witness Protection Agency. They never get engaged they never get engaged. And if they're not engaged, if they're not, I used to call it plugged in, their chances of doing anything is just, it's gone. It's gone. And we live in a world that's very distracted, as we all know. So again, the team, I've worked helping put all this content together. There's multiple custom videos that I've never released. Everything we've worked to put this together, and the team of people behind this and supporting this is like the who's who in personal development, leadership development in and outside of the network marketing business model. The reality that we all have to come to is for 97% of the population to reach their full upside potential. And really, I'm only concerned about the 27%. The 3% have a whole different level of challenges that we can talk about some other time. But I'm really concerned about the 27%. And for those people like me, when I started, new skill sets and mindsets are required. It's not an option. The biggest mistake people make is try to do it with the skill sets and the mindsets they enter the industry with. That's why most people get started and quit within the first 72 hours. Psychologically and emotionally, they're out of it because they never get engaged with the right principles, concepts, ideas. And it's required for your team to achieve their full potential with the network marketing business model. It's required. And this is the gamification of, sorry guys, the gamification of skill sets and mindset development. It's never been done before within the network marketing business model. Never been done before. And you're going to hear a lot more about gamification in the future as corporate America more and more are realizing in today's world, this is something that's really beyond needed. Again, that's why so many Fortune 500 companies have adopted this platform. Gamification of skill sets and mindsets through daily engagement. Now, some of you have heard me talk about in the past about leadership development and about something you've heard me talk about company reports and weekly progress reports. This is something that I started, back in the 80s, guys, every single week, because you have to monitor what you're really doing. A lot of people are hanging out with the social club thinking that they're building a business just because they have a business card. And the point system that they've put together here is phenomenal. And again, they do this in corporate America, but it's reading. Every day you get points when you read the Coach's Corner, when you view the training video, and when you read the Wisdom of the Ages quote. And every month is sequential. Like month 1 is all about mindsets, about the reality. And you hear from people like Jim Carrey, who wrote down his goal when he was living in a van. I will make $1 million for acting services. And he wrote out a check to himself for $1 million when he was homeless. And then and hear him talk about how he, when he got that first check for $1 million for acting. And people like Steve Harvey, not just people within the industry, but also people outside of the industry to help people really understand. Earl Nightingale knew what he was talking about in The Strangest Secret. So it's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. The point system is so congruent with the way people are, and the fact that people can engage daily and create points is just genius. It's absolutely genius. There are monthly progress reports. Every month you get to see your total and how it compares with other people using the platform. That which is not tracked cannot be improved upon. And most quote unquote leaders are not tracking anything that they're doing or anybody on their team. And you cannot improve until you know until thy own self be true, until you know what your numbers are. So I love every aspect of what they had built into this. It's just so powerful. So monthly sequential training webinars every month. So month 1 is on mindsets and skill set training, mindset training, and self-talk, and then the webinar would be related to that. If month 2 is on lead generation, then the webinar is going to be congruent with lead generation, and all the quotes and everything in that month is very congruent. It's very psychologically congruent, and it's a sequential platform for today's world, where social engagement is so important. And you can go in and somebody's had a good day and they share their win for the day, and you can give them a high five. And if you give somebody a high five, you get points. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. And again, I cannot say it again enough. You all have heard me, if you've ever heard me speak, that new skill sets and mindsets are not an option. They're required for your team to achieve their full potential with the network marketing business model. And in today's world, gamification of those skill sets and mindsets is the best way to do it. So what's your investment to add this platform to the network marketing monthly subscription? It's probably what most of you are thinking. The real question may be, what is it going to cost you if you don't decide right now to become self-educated from the right mentors? Jim Rohn said, you never ask what it costs, you only ask what it's worth. So I saw this, and I knew immediately that we could put together something where many people, everybody that watches this tonight, I believe for many of you, it's your time, your place, your opportunity to become a member, engage, important word, and experience a proven content delivery platform that's helped CEOs around the world maximize the growth of their organizations. George said this about this platform. He said the 27% of monthly success membership is designed to be the strongest system in the network marketing industry for success, not for get free and yours is free, for success, whatever that means for you guys. And some of you, it is becoming a millionaire. Some of you, it's $5,000 a month. Some of you, it's $1,000 a month to send to your grandchild in college. Everybody's here for different reasons, and we respect that. This is not for everybody. We've designed this membership to help you and the 27%ers on your team who want to discover and learn, as Dale Calvert says, the wisdom of the ages, employ the proven systems to leverage your time to maximize your team growth and income to levels that you only dream possible. That's from George. You can get started right now, instant access to everything, the 3,000 plus articles and videos in the brand new 27%er success platform. And when I was talking to George, I said, George, what's the fee going to be for this? And he said $97. I said, George, this should be premium. It should not be $97 a month for this. This really is a missing link in today's world because of the attention deficit syndrome, the entrepreneurial ADD that exists. By being able to get people engaged and then provide them the right sequential training daily, I said it's worth more than that. And I said it's got to be, it shouldn't be 97. And then he kind of really blew my mind. He said, Dale, I'm going to let people get started, not for $97. He said, and he's losing on this. He said, I'm going to let them get started, and you can get started in the next 5 minutes for 97 cents. And I said, what? He said, it's 97 cents, Dale. The network marketing, and he said, I'm going to do this for the next 10,000 members to the platform, to the magazine. It's going to be part of their subscription. The network marketing 27% success platform is included for free in your subscription for the network marketing magazine. It's just 97 cents and then $27 a month after that. But you can test drive it for 97 cents. And again, he's going to do that for 10,000 members. I think this is going to go viral. I sincerely do. You can start right now for 97 cents and get instant access. Now, I can't do this platform justice. I see all you saying, I'm in. I appreciate that, guys. I cannot imagine any serious-minded network marketer not being in. But it teaches on. But I can't do this platform justice. So some of you are still on the fence. I've been saying for a year or so that focus is going to be the most important entrepreneurial trait moving forward at this time in history. I believe that the ability to focus. I always have known the new skill set and mindset development is required. And I want to just share with you this statement that I've never talked about, but I believe what this will do, it creates gamification to hunger. Gamification to hunger. See, I know many of you with us tonight, you have developed a hunger for personal development. You read the books, you listen to the audio programs, you listen to the podcast. That's why we started the podcast in 2015, because I knew people that listened to podcasts were the type of people that could develop the proper skill sets and mindsets that this industry desperately needed. And see, I watched it over the years where if you can get people listening to audios, and I go way back to my Shackley days, guys, when people, after my first 3 years, and we put together our first system, we figured this thing out. It's not about me, it's about the development of people. Then one of the things that we did is when they joined, we gave them 4 audio cassettes in a little binder. And we said, when you finish listening to these, bring them back and I'll give you the next set. And the first 4 were all about the products and the history of the company and Dr. Shackley. And it was really helping develop a strong attitude about the company itself and the products and research and development behind the products. And then the next set of audios we gave them was all about the opportunity. And there was a lot of different success stories and different people from different backgrounds. And that was set 2. After they finished set 2, we gave them set 3, which is really about getting it launched, getting it off the ground, get it moving forward. And that was back in Shackley days, because I understood back then, if we don't get them engaged, just because they joined does not mean they got the skill sets and mindsets that must be developed. So what I see with this, the gamification aspect of this will bring people in, and then the content is phenomenal. And the gamification of being able to keep points every day, the gamification will create the hunger. And I hope that makes sense. I know some of you got what I just said. Some of you said, Dale, I missed it. But I believe that. See, and that's why this is going to go viral, why it's going to be so powerful for people all over this industry, because it's perfect for the time and place in which we are in. I expect 100% of the people that expose this new training platform to take care of the 97-cent test drive, even those who are not currently actively building a network marketing business. I mean, I believe that, because they know that you're going to find an opportunity, and it's just going to put you so far ahead. There's a lot of people that are members of our training club that aren't even a member of network marketing, but they're looking for something right now. But they're trying to get themselves ready to, for when they do find that opportunity where they're ready to get it launched and hit the ground running and follow and master the 5-4 fundamentals that it takes to build this profession. So those of you all on the fence, some of you maybe, I'm going to knock you off the fence right now. This is a no-brainer bonus. And it's free for everybody that joins now, tonight, or whenever you're watching this, if you're watching the replay. Probably 3 years ago, way before this platform was introduced, 2 or 3 years ago, George contracted me to put together a product that he could sell through the Network Marketing Magazine. There's nobody that I've ever worked with who's ever seen this product. It's called Network Marketing A to Z. George sells it right now on his website and has for a while for $497. I put this together again for him. Nobody that I ever communicate with has ever seen it, and you see it doesn't even say my name on it. It's just Network Marketing A to Z. again, this is a $497 training program. It's all online. And I convinced George to throw that in as a bonus for you guys. You know, if you bought this, it's like getting 18 months of the platform and the magazine free, because $27, 8 times 18 months is $486. You're still ahead. So it's just a no-brainer bonus. It's free. The Network Marketing Magazine Success System, this new system is a tool to improve your profitability, performance, and consistency in your business. The system has been used in other industries by Fortune 500 companies to drastically increase sales, productivity, retention, leadership development, and overall performance. And it's now available to you and your team for the first time ever in the history of network marketing. And somebody thinking, well, Dale, why did you do a 497? Why did you throw that in? Why did you throw in that type of, I call it ethical bribe? And the real reason, guys, is I know what I see and what I feel and what I understand about this. But I also know it's not something that I can do a real good job of communicating. And what we really want to do is to make sure everybody that sees this training can experience the magazine and the 27% Success platform. So that's why I stand on the sequential delivery of the content. I know if you engage for the first 30 days, you will know something's happening and the hunger will start to develop. The fire will start to light. I know it. And gamification to hunger is a real psychological progression that people start looking forward to engaging every single day. And what that can do for every distributor in every company around the world is hard to really wrap your brain around. If they don't engage, believe, and their personal growth hunger is not developed, there's nothing that you're going to do or I'm going to do where we can direct and support people on your team. That hunger is a personal thing, but many of you know it's real. You know it's real. You've experienced it. And see, when you've experienced it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And how do we help people develop that? Because that hunger is what ultimately is going to propel them to success in this profession. I know when you get started, your confidence, your belief, your vision, your path to higher override checks, your leadership, everything is going to be affected positively. For me, and again, guys, I've been talking about this way too long. It's just time to stop the revolving door that happens in network marketing. When I see network marketing, I see it's just a revolving door. People are coming and leaving every single month. If we can if we can help people stop and engage and stay, that really is the answer for them to progress and move forward. And when I look at leaders in the profession, most leaders are on the hamster wheel. Leaders are on the hamster wheel because they don't know what to do about the revolving door. I sincerely believe that there's nothing that has been introduced to the profession that can make an impact that this can make. So just to review real quick, the Network Marketing Magazine Success System, it's being used by other industries, by Fortune 500 companies to drastically increase sales, productivity, retention, leadership development, and overall performance. And it's now available to your team for the first time ever in the history of network marketing. As I said earlier, the platform itself creates growth. Just the platform. Fortune 500 companies invest about $30 per member in their company. At some point, this will possibly become an add-on. I hope it will. It should. For Network Marketing Magazine subscribers, where they can add this on. But for the next 10,000 subscribers to the Network Marketing Magazine, as I said, Mr. Madhu's agreed to include the 27% Success platform in your subscription, free, along with the $497 Network Marketing A to Z program, and you can experience it all for 97 cents. So if you're even remotely interested in building a solid, stable income with the Network Marketing Magazine, and you would have clicked away by now. Okay, you would have clicked away by now. Then click the link on this page now, and at the very least, experience the platform and what no fluff direction and engagement can mean for your financial future. It's 97 cents. Click the link now. Why haven't you clicked? Why haven't you clicked? You heard me correct. It's 97 cents to test drive this platform. 97 cents. You're going to get immediate access to over 3,000 plus network marketing articles and videos. Free lifetime membership to the 27% Success System platform. As long as you're a member, you get access. When it increases in price on the platform, you're going to be grandfathered. You're covered. If it goes to 97, after 10,000, after the next 10,000, you're still covered. You're still in at the 27. Plus, you receive the $497 A to Z program. Look, if this is not the best deal in the history of network marketing training programs, it is. But it's also a one-of-a-kind platform that ensures you and every member of your team maximize their upside potential with scientifically proven, tried and true learning platform. So click now, and you can get started for 97 cents. One more thing. This article I hope you'll read. This is from a gentleman I met online the last couple months. He wrote this on a blog post, and it just blew my mind. And I've shared it. I think I shared it on a podcast recently. Guys, this is really what this is about. Honestly, this is what it's about. And I'm going to, if you'll just bear with me, the network marketing industry over the last couple of decades has been broken. Too many associates have quit. The retention rates in companies have been terrible, as the article states. This is comments he made about a blog post. So-called team, quote-unquote, leaders have been sending conflicting information about how to correctly build successful home businesses. Some say do it this way, others say do it that way. It's confusing. Sadly, this industry has simply been recruiting each other using a ton of regurgitated crap for training. We don't want this. We need to learn to teach Joe how to teach Bob to teach Jim. Teachers teaching teachers to teach. Success in network marketing is totally different from success in any other business, career, profession, industry, since network marketing is a volunteer army and one that must get the proper training first. Bottom line, as it is right now, this industry badly needs disruption from the piecemeal, disjointed, scattered advice out there, which is mostly stressing Facebook ads, blogs, social media, faking it till you make it on YouTube, webinars, Zooms, and all the other attraction marketing hacks, which will not be able to be done by the vast majority of reps. Such teaching has caused a rapid decline in industry growth. Only about 3% will already possess the personalities and skills needed, although they are not duplicatable. But for any movement to return to real growth, it will take leaders who develop from within, those who have returned to their foundational roots, embracing the core principles in the network marketing industry, who work harder on themselves than they do on their business. Peter Arnold, can you tell he listens to our podcast? I can't wait to meet this guy. He's also, I think, a past vice president or president of the Network Marketing MIA Association in Canada. And I think he might even be with us tonight. I don't know. But guys, that's what this app is about. That's really sincerely what it's about. I wasn't going to miss it. I mentioned this, but for those of you who do have large teams, there is a 10% affiliate program available, but please don't let that dilute you from the fact that the real financial benefit for you is going to come from the development of the 27%ers on your team. So click the Join Now button on this page for immediate access for only 97 cents, $27 monthly after your first month test drive. You can cancel at any time and keep the $497 Network Marketing A to Z program just for test driving this platform. When you go and click on the link, you're going to be taken to a page like this. It's going to say $27, but when you click, the membership will be adjusted to 97 cents for your first month in the shopping cart at checkout. Click the link right now. Thank you. Today's the first day of the rest of your network marketing career, and I believe you and every member of your team now have what is going to be necessary to take your profession, this industry, and the entire network marketing business model to the next level. Thanks for being with me. 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, guys, I'm back with everybody live. I don't know if we'll use this as a recording, but we might. Again, I want to thank you guys. Here's the link to get started. Write it down. I'm not going to keep this up very long. I just want to talk to you guys for a few minutes, take any questions that you might have. Again, I'm now talking to people. 95% of the people on here know me. You know who I am. You know where I'm coming from, so I could talk the way I talk tonight. And again, I apologize because I know I was preaching to the choir for most of you. But the link is dalecalvert.com/take back. Take back. Take back. So, I guess I can type that in. Couple more things real quick. I've messed myself up. Give me a second here. My engineer, as many of you know, my engineer, my wife, Dawn's had eye surgery and she's recovering from that. So she's watching, I'm sure, but she's not here to help me with this technical stuff. This is it. Okay. I just want to say a couple of things and I'll answer any questions. I'll be here as long as need me. I believe success leaves clues. And again, when I saw this for the first time, to say bells and whistles went off, it did. And it did because I understand that new skill sets and mindsets must be developed for the 27 percenters like it was required for me in order to have a chance of fulfilling your upside potential in this profession. So I totally was sold out to the concept. And there's been a lot of hours have gone into this, guys. And there'll be a lot more, as I mentioned, but there's been a lot of conference calls, a lot of time. George is just like totally sold out to this concept, as am I. And the smart people that put the platform together, many of which don't know anything about network marketing, they're getting excited about it because as they're going through the content and they're starting to understand the progression of the sequential progression. So this is something that some of you I would be asking if I was you. It's like, Dale, most of you know my goal, well, the rest of my career, my ultimate focus is the Network Marketing Leadership Development Academy. For me, it will be the Harvard of network marketing training. That's the best way I know to explain it. And, it's something that it's been, and I'm patient. I understand that things have to come together right. And, some of you on this call, I fully expect you to be professors at Harvard. But here's what I know. And here's how I feel like this fits. Gamification to hunger. See, we have the training club, which many of you are members of and graduates of. And that's 18 months of phenomenal content. and on the audio CDs and in the back office. But what I see with this platform is it really sincerely is the gamification and the engagement aspect of this, and the weekly progress, the daily points that can be created, and then the progression, the points tally at the end of every month, where people can learn to compete with themselves and do the activities and have a sequential training throughout this process. When this is a 12-month program, and some people, I believe this will create the hunger, and then once the hunger is developed, then then people are on their way. Just how many people have been in this profession 5, 10, 15, 20 and never really developed the hunger? So for me, I know what podcasts have done. And then I think podcast ultimately will lead to the training club or to the Network Marketing Magazine and the Success app. But this will develop the hunger, which will even make people more ready for the training club. And they work good together. They will work really good together. But this this platform, this platform itself is a missing link because of the world that we live in today, and the fact that most entrepreneurs suffer from entrepreneurial ADD. So at this point, I see podcasts leading here, and ultimately here, and I will have something here in time. But this is the ultimate goal, and I think it fits really well into what my desire is, my calling, if you will. So I just wanted to answer that because I know that would be a question. And then I did want to give you one thought on the affiliate program. If you join as an affiliate, and it's free to join as an affiliate, and again, I don't want you to get distracted on this because the content and the delivery mechanism itself is really what's so unique. If you an affiliate, I'll need to see a podcast at gmail.com, because I'm going to do an affiliate training probably within the next week, maybe even sooner, depending on how this webinar came out. And I'm going to do everything I can to support you guys that want to promote the affiliate aspect of this, because I sincerely believe, and George has been telling me, Dale, this is going to go viral, this is going to go viral, this is going to go viral. And I think this will become the gold standard in network marketing training, because there's companies that are going to be implementing this and through their entire company, to their entire organization. But between now and the first of the year is a really good time to promote something like this. And those of you that want to promote the affiliate aspect, I just want to give you some ideas and some ways to do that will help you. So if you become an affiliate, if you plan on becoming an affiliate, I'm asking you guys, and obviously, this is for people that are in my world, our top customers and people that we work with through the training club, etc. I want to work with you guys. I want to work with you guys. So imamsuccesspodcast@gmail.com. Let me know. Please don't forget to do that. And again, I just thank you for being with us. I sincerely thank you. Those of you who, watching, told me that I can't be there, I'll be on replay. I'll be watching this replay now. If we make this part available to some of you guys, thank you. And then we'll call it a night. And I look forward to going back and reading your comments, by the way. What did I do? If I lose you, I apologize. Oh, I think I got to do this. Okay. We had hello from East Tennessee. Thomas Williams said, I'm ready. What about translation to other languages? That's as for that's, I guess you would be speaking Norwegian. And if this does what I believe it will do, that will be something that I will hope that George will look at down the road. It won't be available in Norwegian soon, but hopefully down the road that could be a possibility. John Thomas, my phone's not allowing me to click the link in the webinar. How can I get that page? John, it's slash take back. Tapping my screen and checking the link. I'm Diana. I'm sure it's DaleCalvert.com/take back. Sure, I'm sure that's what it is. I've tested it multiple times. If you still have problems, send an email on success podcast@gmail.com, and we'll be happy to help you out. And again, guys, this is the whole back end part of this. This is not, it's all done through the Network Marketing Magazine. It's not done through Network Marketing Support Services. So Thomas is also, anybody, Dan said, yeah, if it works. Everybody, was everybody able to get on? It's www. I'm going to type it in for you. Not too many W's. And for some reason, I'm having trouble with Crowdcast typing anything in. Worked for me, good. It's working for you guys. Worked for me, awesome. Okay, yeah, you probably won't be able to click on the screen, but you'll have to type it in, www.DaleCalvert.com/take back. Need link. We gave that to you, Harold. Good to see you here tonight. Grab the screenshot. Thank you, Dale. You're welcome, Diana. Appreciate you being here. Sending prayers for Dawn for speedy recovery. She's doing really good. We were back to the doctor yesterday and had a follow-up, and he's happy with everything. And she's got a huge black eye from the surgery, but she's doing good, and we appreciate your all's thoughts and prayers. Okay. No major questions about the platform. We're cool, good to go. Guys, if you sign up as an affiliate to let me know. imamsuccesspodcast@gmail.com. And because, I see what this could be. And I'm cautiously, only from the profession standpoint and the egos and